there are two steps in a mathematical induction, the basis step and the inductive step. So in the given example, show that if n is a positive integer, 4 plus 9 plus 14 plus 19 plus 5n minus 1 is also equals to n over 2 times 3 plus 5n is true for all positive integers. So for the first step, we first have to verify the given left and right functions by inserting a value of n. So basically, we have to insert any positive integer into this function 5n minus 1 is also equals to n over 2 times 3 plus 5n. And so, after given p of 1, 5 times 1 minus 1 is also equals to 1 half times 3 plus 5 times 1. Both left and right sides will yield 4, a value of 4. Therefore, given p of 1 is true. So, the next step is we have to replace all n with k. So, all this variable n, we have to replace it with k. And the next is, given that if p of k is true for all values of k, which is this one, then p of k plus 1 is true, meaning we have to replace all k with k plus 1. So all the k's we have to replace with k plus 1. So 5 times k plus 1 minus 1, k plus 1 over 2, and 3 plus k plus 1. 3 plus 5 times k plus 1. The next is we have to combine the like terms, and so we will have a yield of 5k plus 4, k plus 1 over 2, and 5k plus 8 from this function, from this term. Next is, since 4 plus 9 plus 14 plus 19 is equivalent to this function from our previous basis step, we could replace these variables with this function. And so we will have k over 2 times 3 plus 5k plus 5k plus 4. Next is we have to combine the terms. So we have to multiply this function, this term to k. And so we'll have 3k plus 5k squared over 2. Next, from this right side, we have to multiply 5k plus 8 to this term. And so we will have 5k squared plus 13k plus 8 over 2. Next, given in this given 5k plus 4, this still yields a denominator of 1. So by adding this into this rational expression, we have to identify the LCD of 2 and this term. So the LCD of 2 and 5k plus 4 over 1 is 2. And so we have to add 5k plus 4 to this function, but by multiplying it with 2. And so we will have 3k plus 5k squared plus 2 times 5k plus 4. Combine terms, and we will have 3k plus 5k squared plus 10k plus 8 over 2. After we've combined terms, we will reach 5k squared plus 13k plus 8 over 2, which is equivalent to the right side. And therefore, p of k plus 1 is true. So in conclusion, 4 plus 9 plus 14 plus 19 plus any positive integers times 5n minus 1 is also equals to n over 2 times 3 plus 5n is true for all positive integers.
Moving vehicles. It is one of the examples of a real-life application of a mathematical induction, where a vehicle continues to move on a lane, and when one suddenly stops, others also stops. Like in a mathematical induction, when P1 is correct, then P2 in other terms will also have the same outcome. Another example of a real-life application of a mathematical induction is the flow of current in a Christmas light. When one bulb lights up, other bulbs also lights up too. Just like in a mathematical induction, where it has series of steps that is like a chain where they are connected to each other.